MMA Boxing Talk here. So I just put out a video talking about the UFC possibly being sold. That's a rumor, whatever. Go watch that video if you haven't. But I talked also about GSP making his return. You know, it's official now that he is ready to come back. Maybe that has to do with the UFC being sold. We don't really know, but we know it was a contract reason, whether it was lack of money or drug testing policies. That was the reason why GSP wasn't back in the octagon. But I just want to play a little clip. I just went back. I hadn't watched it yet, but I watched him on Ariel Helwani's show last night, where he says, he really says it how it is, and he is ready to come back. But have a listen. It's real short. Here it is.
I love my sport, and I still feel I'm at my best right now. And the clock is running. I'm not getting any younger. I'm in my peak of my career, and there is a shot. There's another goal, another run. I better do it and do it quick because it's time to do it now.
That's basically it. Just wanted to play it. It's time to do it quick, the comeback, and it's time to do it now, says GSP. Just wanted to put this out there. Not everyone is on MMA fighting and watching all of the MMA Hour with the Ariel Helwani. Some people don't have the time, but have a listen. This is a good way to hear what he's really saying, what he's thinking. Yeah, it's got to be only a matter of time now. And I also heard that he didn't want to fight for the 170-pound title because his teammate and great friend Rory McDonald, is pursuing that belt still. But he's coming off of a loss to Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. For all we know, Rory could sign in Bellator. I think that would be very stupid for the UFC to let a guy of that caliber go. He's one of the best all-around fighters, well-rounded fighters in the UFC today. And the way he managed Stephen Wonderboy Thompson was pretty impressive. Whether you're disappointed with his performance, I mean, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson didn't look himself, and that's because the well-roundedness of Roy McDonald. He managed him, better than most, and just wasn't good enough. And that's impressive. But for Roy McDonald, I hope he doesn't leave. But if he does, GSP could fight for the 170-pound title. I don't really care to see if GSP fights for the title or not. I really don't. And but I mean, super fights, no problem. I mean, I do like the Bisping fight. I know I said not for the belt, but is GSP really going to defend the 185-pound belt? No. So okay, what the heck? Make that fight. I like it because you got the two fighters who have the most UFC wins in all tied. They both have 19. That's the record, and the winner would have 20, and they would have the most wins in the UFC history. That's big. You can really hype that up and sell it to some casual fans. But I mean, it is interesting. I'm a hardcore fan, and I'm interested in that. It's a great, interesting stat. But anyway, just wanted to put out my take and a little clip of GSP talking about the time is now to return to the UFC. But if you like the video, subscribe. That's it for this one. Check me out on Twitter at MMA Boxing Talk 1. Peace.